Hi children, hope you all are doing good. So welcome to today's class. So all these days you have been doing very well in the writing things like descriptive writing. You have understood what is noun, and in today's class you have understood what is adjective. So I want you to tell one more thing which is very important in writing. Although we have discussed about the sensory organizers to describe things, not only we have to use the sensory organizer. You are clear how to write a descriptive writing where adjectives and nouns play a main role in that, important role in that. So now I am going to tell you the process of writing, how to write something. Okay, so this process of writing will help you in everything. Whenever you write a story, whenever you write a descriptive writing, whenever you write a creative writing, whatever writing it may be, whatever genre it may be, that doesn't matter here. The process of writing, it will help you. Okay, so I'll tell you what is this process is nothing but what are the stages. There are 5 stages of writing. How many stages are there? 5 stages are there. So you don't have to worry, oh my god, I have to follow all these 5 stages of writing and do the works. All that doesn't matter here. The thing is that whenever a topic is given to you, what is the first thing that you do? You will think, isn't it? Even though you're very good in that, even though you know everything about it, at the time I'm assigning you a topic, or at the time when someone is assigning the topic to you, or even you are coming out with the topic, suddenly you cannot come up with the points, isn't it? You cannot come up with the points like this is how it is, this is what it looks like. Even though 1 or 2 points you can give it at that point of time, but after that you get confused, what else can I write? So your paragraph, what happens to your paragraph? It stops there within 4 to 5 lines, isn't it? So now because you are in grade 2, you are, oh, it is okay that you write 4 to 5 lines, but you can still try more, isn't it? You can try more. So to give a paragraph the more lines, or to give it more of detail, to give it a process, to give it a more of rich in words, I'm going to tell you the 5 stages of writing. Okay, so the 5 stages are: the first one is pre-writing. The first stage of writing is pre-writing. The second one is called as drafting. The third one is called as revising. The fourth one is editing. And the fifth one is publishing. So normally this is followed by the authors actually. Okay, so authors, what they do, authors are the ones who write books. So you would have read many story books and all, isn't it? So novels, story books, your parents would have read, you they would be still reading. So it's like authors, what do they do is they follow these steps, because directly when you want to write on something, you cannot directly put it into paragraph. It's very hard to do that, because we tend to miss few lines, few important things from that. Okay, so to avoid that, these stages of writing is very much important and it is followed. So what do we do in pre-writing is nothing but they collect the points that they want to write. For example, if you want to write about an animal, okay, for example, choose lion. So actually you cannot write it, isn't it? You know what a lion looks like, or what is its behavior, what kind of animal it is, where can we find so much of lions. It's very hard for us to bring everything together, isn't it? At that point of time you cannot keep on writing everything. So what do they do is they pre-write in the sense collecting points before writing. Pre means doing before. So before writing the main story or main novel, what they do is they collect the points. They start to collect the points and they write it. Okay, so they will put an idea, they will put a base plan, where they reflect on what they have to write actually. Okay, so that is the pre-writing. Normally pre-writing need not be in sentences, it can be in words also. If you're writing about a dog, for your age I'm telling, if you're writing about a dog, just 5 adjectives or 6 adjectives or 10 adjectives you can write like that, because that is the hint for you. You yourself are giving an hint to you that it is what I'm going to write. Next is they draft it in the sense all those words they take it together and they make a paragraph. They now write it, they give life to it by giving sentences, by making the sentences with the words they have written, or they make it into a paragraph. Once the paragraph is done, they revise in the sense they read it again. They will read it again and again, and they find the mistakes in that. Once they find the mistakes, now as we have already discussed, what are the mistakes that we can make when you write something. In every language I have said you, grammar is very important, that is parts of the speech. So the first thing they have to check is whether the parts of the speech are included in it in a correct way. Next they will check for the vocabulary, that is spellings, whether they have put the spellings correctly. Next they will check is the punctuation, whether the full stop is in the correct place, whether the comma is in correct place, the question mark is in the correct place, exclamatory. We often make make mistakes in that kind of things. The fourth thing they will check is the capitalization, whether I have used capital letters in the correct place, whether I have started my sentence in capital, whether I have started my sentence after the full stop in capital, whether I have used the capital words for these names, places, everything. For always the noun should be in the capital letter, it should start in a capital letter. So these are the rules for a language. Now here we don't want to check the presentation, because we the authors are actually they type it, isn't it? So there the presentation doesn't work well, it is not important. But since you are kids, your writing, the presentation is very much important, because once it is not neat, or when once it is not good in looking, what do your teachers say to write it neatly? So to avoid that, you have to present your work in a neat manner. So these are the 5 stages. Now I'll show it in a PowerPoint presentation how it looks. Okay, so you will get an idea. You hereafter, whenever you write something, you can follow these steps of writing. Not only for descriptive writing, for every writing you can follow these 5 stages, because it is the basement to make your writing so so proper and look good. Because without these, you tend to miss many lines in that. Obviously you know about it, but sometimes in a hurry we forget these things. So you can follow all these 5 stages. Now I'll show you how to do that, then we'll start writing. Okay children, so I hope you would have got an idea now. Let us go and see what it is.
Okay, so I was telling about this stages or process of writing. You can call it as stages of writing, or you can call it as process of writing. So let us see what are they. Already have discussed this with you. Just look at it. So when you see, there are 5 stages of writing. One is pre-writing, next is drafting, then revising, that is revision. Then you will go for editing. You will edit whatever mistakes you have found. Then you will go for the publication, where you write it finally without any mistakes. So this goes like a cycle actually. Once pre-writing is done, if everything is fine there, if you find everything is okay there, you can draft it, you can make it into a paragraph, then you can check it again. Once you check it, you can edit it. If you find that this is not working, like if again you want to add some point, you can go back and do the revision again. Then you can add few points and then you can edit it. So this editing, revising will keep going on. And once you find out there is no mistake and the writing is very nice, if you are satisfied with your writing, you can go for the publication. That is the final stage of the writing. So in the next slide, I will give you the details. Now you can see pre-writing is there, then writing is there. Writing is nothing but it is drafting. Then you revise it. Once you revise, you find many mistakes. Again, you can rewrite. That is again your writing. Then proofread. Proofread is nothing but it is to find mistakes again. You cannot be perfect, isn't it? Anyone can make mistakes. Those who are a good author, those who are good authors also make mistakes. They tend to make, everybody is tend to make a mistake. So it's not a big deal here. So you have to proofread what you have written is correct, whether you are satisfied with your writing, everything is perfect. Once it is perfect, we just publish. So I'll read it for you. So begin with a thought, web or word, list and brainstorm ideas. So you have to begin with a thought web. Web in the sense you can draw some shapes that we have been doing already. We are doing it already. Whenever you start writing, that becomes your pre-writing actually. For example, I will tell you which is your pre-writing. The sensory organizer you wrote, it is actually a pre-writing. You didn't make a paragraph out of it. You just wrote the adjectives. You just wrote the you just described your favorite things or people using the senses, 5 senses. So that is the pre-writing. You have put some idea into it. Now when you take the same writing and write it as a paragraph, that becomes your drafting. It is not publishing, because there will be many mistakes in that. Okay, so this first stage is called as brainstorming. Brainstorming in the sense, whatever ideas you have inside your brain, you're just putting into a piece of paper. So it always starts with a thought web or a word list, and brainstorm ideas, decide on a purpose. So what is it, for example, authors when they write the book, they first need to check what is the purpose of me writing here, what am I going to convey to the audience, what am I going to convey to the people. So if I'm going to write a book, I should always think properly on what is the message that I want to give to the people. Then next thing is, what is the format, what is the format I am going to write. Format in the sense, now you are learning about descriptive writing. So authors also need to find out what kind of book it is, whether it is a story book, whether it is a comic book. Then audience, what kind of audience. That is when you decide on what type of writing you're going to write, you can decide your audience there. So this is the detail that you will be collecting in your first stage of writing, that is pre-writing. Here you will be drawing pictures and writing. You can draw pictures, you can draw web wheels, you can draw many other shapes, and you can put your points inside that, so you are having a clear idea. Now once you have collected your points, once you have decided on what form you are going to write, who are the audience you are going to cover, what is the purpose of your writing, everything is finalized, you can start writing. So now you will write out the details with concern for the ideas. That is, once you have put your ideas in words, you can frame those words using the sentences. You can frame sentences using those words, and you can make it a paragraph. Okay, now here you are not going to check anything, you're just giving a paragraph to it. The words you have framed are being turned into a paragraph. Once I finish the paragraph, once my paragraph writing is finished, think like this way. Once you are writing your descriptive writing in school, what is the next step you do? You obviously go to your teacher for the correction. That correction part is the revision here. Okay, so once you yourself are correcting, okay, so the difference here is you yourself are going to correct it. You will be revising your first draft. Draft is the first one that you have written, first piece of paragraph that you have written, that will be checked here. You can check it with your peer means your friends, your parents, your teachers, whoever it is, whoever you feel comfortable with, you can check it with them. And what you're going to check actually, so that day I have asked you a question, like when I'm writing a paragraph to you, what are the things that you are going to check. So many of you told that you will be checking whether my spellings are correct. Many of you told that whether I have included the topic sentence, body sentence, and closing sentence, and many of you told that how neat I have presented my work. So everything is correct, children. You are going to check that only. First you will be checking the vocabularies, which means spellings, whether the spellings are right, whether I have used the capital letters in the correct place, whether I have used the punctuations. Punctuations are the full stop, comma, exclamatory mark, question mark. So wherever it is required, have I used it or not, that will be checked here. Then now the organization. What is an organization? Organization means how you have framed your sentences, like whether you have included the topic sentence on the top, body sentence in the middle, and the closing sentence at the bottom. It should be not like that you have written the body sentence on the top, closing sentence in the middle, and the topic sentence below. That is wrong actually. Even though the reader will understand what it is, it doesn't give a good impression on your writing. So be sure that you follow that part of writing. That is, you should include the topic sentence where you will introduce your topic. You should include the body sentence where you are describing the topic in a deep manner, and the closing sentence which tells what you feel about that. So all this will be checked here. Once your checking is done, all those mistakes will be removed, and again you will rewrite it. Rewrite it means you will remove those mistakes and you will write it again. Once that is done, again you are going for a revising. That revising part is called as proofread. Proofread means again you are going to check for the mistakes, whether you have made the same mistakes again or not. Once if it is okay, for example, here also you will be checking your spelling, grammar, punctuation, and all the things. Once you are satisfied that you find that okay, this is final, then you can go for your publishing, where you are writing it in detail. That is, you will share your writing with others, because only without mistakes other people can understand what you have written. So we write for some purpose, isn't it? So that purpose will be fulfilled here. So these are the 5 stages of writing. This is how you will be writing hereafter. So whenever I'm asking you to write something, just follow these 5 stages of writing. And next, you can see one more picture is there. It is also telling the same thing to you, that is pre-writing is choosing a topic, setting up a purpose for it, then collecting facts. That is nothing but collecting the points. Again, in drafting you have to do the same thing. You have to follow all these 5 stages. Okay, so this here the revising and editing part is the main important stage, because there is that is where you are going to find out your mistakes and going to correct it. So this revising and editing part will be repeating again and again, as I said in the beginning, because once you revise, you will correct your mistake again. There is a tendency for you to make mistakes again by habit. You tend to make those mistakes, so you have to be very careful while writing. Once all that is over, you can publish your. So this is here I have given an example of pre-writing. So this is how a pre-writing is done. See, you can see that this kid has not written a big paragraph at all. They have just put the points here. So it's about Jack throws a party. So he has given it a title as Jack throws a party, and he has included all the points from decorating, from gifts, food, and what is the cake, what is the flavor of the cake. So all this they have included here. So next you can see is I have given the publishing and the drafting together to know that what is the mistake we tend to make. So in the first piece, you can see this is the drafting I have done for that passage. So I have given the passage here. So it was Jack's birthday yesterday, and I attended it, and so and so. So I have collected the points as a paragraph. I have made it as a sentence. But here you can see that I have made many mistakes while writing. Here, for writing Jack's name, I didn't use a capital letter. That is a mistake. Then below, I didn't use a full stop, but I have used a capital letter. So it means that there is a full stop, but I missed it. And this sentence framing itself is wrong. I have framed the sentence in a wrong way. My grammar is not correct there. There I have underlined, because to show you that these are the mistakes that we make. Then again, Sid, the name Sid is not in capital letter. The S is not in capital letter. Again, that is a mistake. Here I have missed a comma. Here I have missed an apostrophe. So all these are the mistakes that I have made. Once I have found out these mistakes and I have corrected it, I know that these are the mistakes I have made, then I will publish it without without any mistakes. That is, I have revised it, I have edited it, everything I have done. Now the final part is ready. So I have given the title as Jack's birthday party. I have corrected all those mistakes here. The final publishing is ready. So this is how you are going to publish it. And when you publish it, it is not necessary that it should be plain like this. You can decorate it however you want. You can be very creative. Already you are very creative. So this is how you have to write. So I think you have got a good idea on the stages of writing. So follow these stages of writing, then your writing will be perfect. So see you in the next class. Till then, bye.